On January 10th, PulseX's sacrifice ended, and no, it was not a failure, but rather a massive success, as Hart was able to bag a sum of $1 billion, making it one of the most significant early funding rounds in crypto. Obviously, this now begs the real question: is it all hype or is it legit? All this can't be answered without first diving deep into PulseX, helping us come to a verdict, so let's begin. Hello and welcome to ABCrypto. If you're new to our channel, just hit that subscribe button below and hit the notification bell to receive any new video updates. You can also follow us on TikTok at _ABCrypto_, and if you want to read some more about today's topic, you can get the links down in the description below. But without further ado, let's get started. Like it or not, Richard Hart gets the job done. His way of grabbing attention can be considered as unprofessional by many, but does he care? Obviously no. For him, it's the bigger picture, that's what matters. Richard Hart is the main brain behind PulseChain, a project that he aims will make a better alternative to Ethereum in terms of its functionality and utility, especially to curb Ethereum's slow network speed and high gas fees that at one point reached over hundreds of dollars. Since PulseChain will be copying Ethereum's ecosystem, here is where PulseX comes along, as it will be the fork of Uniswap. Basically, PulseX is to become the decentralized exchange of the entire ecosystem, similar to that of PancakeSwap, which is also a fork of Uniswap. So basically, PulseX is a shorter term for PulseChain Exchange, and due to its program, it is the most liquid automated market makers, AMMs, based on PulseChain. The goal of AMMs is to allow digital assets to be traded automatically through the help of smart contracts and liquidity pools, something that's been traditionally done through the help of market buyers and sellers. The DEX will enable users to exchange PRC20s, which will be the only ones to operate on PulseChain, in a very similar fashion as that of the ERC20s that operate on Ethereum. The goal here, to make as many people as possible move towards PulseChain. As the DEXs have their own governance tokens, in the case of Uniswap, or Uni, is its governance token. In the case of PancakeSwap, Cake is its token. Similarly, in the case of PulseX, PLSX will be its governance token. People who sacrifice their cryptocurrencies will be provided with several points that are solely based on how much they sacrifice and how soon they sacrifice. Think of this as injecting FOMO in investors, since these points earned by sacrificing will ultimately correspond to the quantity of PulseX that will later be airdropped to their wallets. Richard Hart very smartly was able to capture their attention. As a result, it seemed to work out for him, since over $1 billion were sacrificed. Additionally, Richard can create the world's largest yield farm. As we all know, to provide liquidity to a decentralized exchange, there is a need to deposit two different cryptocurrencies within a DEX, which is known as a liquidity pair. Every time there is a swap between both of the cryptocurrencies that a user has deposited, they receive a small fee as a reward or token of appreciation. Now, during the sacrifice stage of PulseX, users sacrificed ERC20 tokens. Once PulseX's free airdrop arrives, although no one knows its ETA, all ERC20s will be converted into PRC20s, giving leverage to holders so that they can put both into PulseX's liquidity pool, giving them to earn yield rewards. This is exactly why PulseX will be the first ever DEX in crypto's history where people can earn half of their liquidity position for free, also meaning the airdrop will be massive. To make it easier for you, imagine if you sacrifice 25 EHEX or Ethereum hex, so apart from probably getting those back, you will get an additional 25 PHEX, which will be the PulseChain hex. While this is true, there is an appeal for PulseX. The entire project undoubtedly is at least an eye-catching project and calls on investors from right to left to at least pay attention to it. If you look at what it's trying to resolve, PulseChain is indeed solid, as it wants to ease the burden on Ethereum's network rather than wanting to become its competitor. Therefore, the project will have low fees and high transaction speeds, both of which are necessary as the crypto world is becoming more mainstream. However, when it comes to questioning the type and legitimacy, there are certainly some question marks. Although this can be at least managed, however, since no renowned exchange wants to list hex, it may very well remain in the corner, something that is dangerous to say the least. While there is no denying that PulseX does have what it takes to be a successful project, paving the way for new crypto millionaires, there are certainly some clear risks associated with it, most of which revolve around the hype. So, our final verdict is legit, but remain cautious. Remember to let us know in the comment section below what factors you consider are necessary for a project's success, and do those match PulseX or not. This brings us to the end of today's video. We hope you guys found this video resourceful and entertaining, and if you have any more information to add to improve to the content in this video, please do so down in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you loved watching this video, send us those likes. We thank you guys for watching and see you in our next video.